Accept my chance. My chance. Me a shoot nigga. Me a shoot nigga. Nigga. Me a shoot niggas. Viewer discretion is advised. You don't like what we say? Why are you even watching the program? You don't like how we say it. You don't like our program? Dog. Harder, boy. Don't play this in front of your kids. You know what we say. You know the topics we discuss. You know how wild they get. Why are you playing this in front of your kids? And enjoy the program. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the two-piece McNugget Podcast, episode 43. I'm your host for today's episode, Psychotic Jimmy, and I'm chilling with a good friend of mine. Well, we're not supposed to be two, are supposed to be featuring the Wolves, but just one member from the clan is good enough for today.
Yeah, maybe another day. Maybe we'll catch them. We'll be online another day.
Yeah. Now you can introduce yourself to the people at home, There's your stage over there.
Well, you know what's going on. It's your man, Tampapi Louis Wolfie, however you want to put it. Rapper, businessman, fashion enthusiast, you know what I mean? We're trying to get into YouTube soon. Catch us on YouTube soon. So yeah, my boy Luigi, I can't speak for him right now. He probably, he has a good excuse for that.
Nah, he's got something going on. You guys always have something going on. Type shit.
Yeah. Plus you can see the weather. Hey, niggas, you gotta be locked up with some nice too.
Yeah. But anyways, my producers literally threw me to the wolves today. They told me that I'll be the one, presenting, hosting this episode for you guys. So, hopefully you guys enjoy this episode. Just sit back, relax, grab a snack, prepare a little drinky drink. If you're sitting with someone, I won't judge. We won't judge. You know what I'm saying?
You must stay up. You see the weather's allowing. Niggas, how you guys hiding in the store?
But it's getting cold these days, bro.
Yeah, the weather, yo.
And it's weird because we're only in March.
Sky, mama, pay. Not worry, I just saying.
But anyways, Louis, how you doing, brother? How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, especially in this economy, but I saw you posting about Cyril's economy, ne? And I don't know what it is about, it's this weird phenomenon where, when you first see something for the first time, it starts to repeat itself over and over and over.
Yeah.
So now we're even on Kempton Express, bruh, you can see people are complaining about Cyril's economy. They're
but then Cyril, okay, let's not get into politics, but imagine paying for Lobola and Cyril's Ramaphosa's economy.
But the reason why I'm asking, I feel like we actually starting to get to an age where now our minds are starting to develop in a certain way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And obviously we get influenced by a lot of things, celebs and all that stuff. So I have a couple of questions here. We don't need to stick to them, but wherever the conversation lands, you know what I mean? That's where we'll be at. But how can I say, in your now coming of age, what do you think success means to you?
To me?
Yeah. Especially in terms of okay, I'm successful and happy or successful and miserable, because obviously there's a difference between the two,
I feel like when it comes to success or the happiness or the sadness of success, it's your mind,
True.
Your mind. Every single time that you wake up and you tell yourself that you're going to have a bad day, you're going to have a bad day.
That's true.
And whatever you believe in, when it comes to positivity and negativity, will affect your life.
Yeah.
So in my case, when it comes to success, I'd like to believe that, obviously people want to have a loving family, a house, a car, a a lot of money.
True.
That's like basically the foundation of it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then everybody has their own version of success.
True.
And to me, Fede, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all. I'm like kind of like I don't know about the whole relationship shit, like about like the family and whatever the whole dynamic. But then, in my opinion, Joe, obviously, it's just to live life at the highest level, achieve everything that you want to achieve at the highest level, including like things in the personal life, whatever you want to achieve, like when it comes to
basically your brand.
yeah, basically your brand, your whole thing, like your companies, your yeah. Like in my case, I can speak for me when I say that I like clothing, I like fashion and etc. But of course, when it comes to being in the business realm, you know, you can't pull up to the niggas in a rag, you know what I mean, and like a whole lot of drift and stuff. You have to obviously find a balance between the two, where you have to be like corporate and etc.
Yeah.
But then the whole achievement for me, my version of success is ultimate freedom.
Yeah. That's
being
a good
able
one,
to
actually.
do whatever I want to do on my schedule, you know what I mean? And at the same time, not worry about finances and not worrying about like, yo, what am I gonna eat? What am I gonna eat? All of that, all of those type of things. But then of course it's the real life that we live in, those type of things in Cyril Ramaphosa's economy. I'm just saying.
I was gonna say like a good example of having that level of freedom, you know what I mean? A lot of, especially here in SA, we have this party culture, you know what I mean? And a lot of people, either they don't have the money to go and party, or, you know what I mean, or they party way too hard. Now you get to a point where you're in the middle of nowhere with nothing. Next, phone is dead, bro. Like the people you came with,
they know where to be found. That's reality, though. For real, I'm telling you, that's reality of things. You just have to navigate who's there for you and who isn't. For real, like I feel like when it comes to going out, so I feel like when it comes to this party culture, so when they say, yeah, you must pop VSOPs and
all the time.
And it's for the you know what I mean? Actually, when you get, I feel like if you have a good click on you, you know what I mean, you can afford VSOPs, you know what I mean? If you have a good crew on you. But if you the pinballer now, you pick big pimp and now you outside, niggas. You just, you know what I mean? You're just asking for it. You're asking to be broke. You know what I mean?
And you know the difference, like you're saying with the clicks. I think it's actually important. You know, we have this thing of like, you know, when we're young, our parents are telling us, hey, don't hang out with this one. He's a bad influence. You see that boy, see your eyes. He's too much in the steroids now, too much. You need to one side, you know what I mean? But like, as you grow up, you actually learn that, okay, maybe they were not always, you know, having a stick, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like they actually had this thing of like trying to teach us how to like discern between a good friend group and people who are just there for the vibes. You know what I mean?
I feel like also from their side, they never had I feel like they never had good friends. Like our parents never had a good experience with Awangani. So that's the reason why they shitting on us when like, you know what I mean? Some of us, we actually have good friends that have been there for like multiple years. Like Luigi, like me and Luigi have been friends for almost 10 years. You know what I mean?
Shout out.
My homie Dip Daddy from the north. Like we also been friends for more than 10 years. You know what I mean? And some of my homies that we just like, you know, he just came back from another country. We've been friends for almost 10 years as well. It just depends on who you with. You know what I mean? You just have to discern. Obviously, your discernment is also your question. What you like in life.
True.
So you can't accept umuntu trial, I must say, but you know what I mean? You can't accept that type of thing. Just because they're your friend.
True. And I think
cut them off.
A lot of people brush it off, you know, to say like, nah, you know what? They are actually good friends. But something that I've also like a revelation that I had is like, you know, are you sticking, and this can be like your relationship, you know, religion, whatever it is. Are you sticking to that code because of who that person is, what that, you know, structure represents? Or are you sticking to that person because of what you think they could be? You know what I mean? Like You know what I mean? Like that perfect image
Your
of
first cook, you got some, yeah.
no, because honestly, like you find this in like abusive relationships. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like a
dog.
lot of the women will be like, nah, those will change, guys. Don't worry. And it's like that nigga, that nigga been beating us up since grade 2, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
true. Amara, true. I feel like also women these days, they kind of trip. These
Yeah.
days, it's kind of bad in the streets, nigga.
hey
It's
man,
bad,
are you
nigga.
about to unload some files on us? What's happening?
What do you mean, fam?
Like, hey, you talking like you have a recent experience, bro. Like,
Yeah, Joe, I have multiple experiences. I feel like I feel like if you're a man, you're having that experiences with women, you have a problem. You gotta go sort that shit out. But I'm saying that fit it, Joe. Joe, I can't blanket statement everything, Joe. There's some good women out there, you know what I mean?
true.
And there's those women. Just say it. There's those it's just tough to manage, you know, having all of those type of things.
Yeah, I also do feel like us as humans, we do have a lot. How can I say? Like for me, for an example, I find it hard to word out some of my emotions. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I might say something, and then someone else will be like, "Oh, how could you say that?" And it's like, "Well, okay, wait, I'm still processing what I also just said." It's just
But I feel like it's also modern day technology and like
true
Instagram and just everything that we like kind of going through, like basically AI and all of these things. You know, back in the day, like relationships were influenced by movies and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Now,
I see what you mean.
in our generation, we influenced by what? Podcasts and stuff.
Yeah.
Now there's how many, you know what I mean? There's like
subscribe.
I can subscribe. You know what's going on. But anyway, what I was trying to say is that obviously there's podcasts out there that align to the some girls out there that listen to other podcasts that are like just spreading shitload propaganda. You know what I mean? And then there's others that are just like fun loving. You know what I mean? They're just talking their shit. And then there's those serious ones. Now I'm just saying, in South Africa we don't like too serious things, like things that are extremely serious. Like,
nah, I feel like, you know, I was even having this conversation with the gents yesterday. Whenever something comes from overseas here to SA, we make it our own thing.
Yeah.
Like, look at TikTok, bro. TikTok started with, you know, the dances and all that stuff. As soon as it came here to SA, it became about sounds. New sound. Bro, you see where TikTok is now. Like, I bet China did not think in multiple years that this would ever happen. And it's crazy because...
Shout out to Amapiano. Shout out to Amapiano. And the dance challenges. Yeah. But Amapiano is not the same.
Nah, it's not the same anymore, bro.
Like I feel like these days, niggas...
Maybe it's like the oversaturation of something because like even when you look at hip hop, for example, you know, it's only in this generation where we can have the debate on like, oh, you only like it because of the substance. No, I like it because of what it sounds like. You know what I mean? And back then it was literally just one staple, what it meant. You know what I mean?
It's even right now, like, an unpopular opinion is that, you know, the people that paved the way for us to make it in hip hop, they're the ones that are making it harder for people to rap.
True.
You look at Casper Nyovest, bro. Like, hip hop bought him Bentleys, dog. Hip hop bought him a massive house. And all of that shit. But then when piano came, the next better thing came. He jumped on ship and started shitting on rap. Think about it.
Wait, that happened.
Like, look, he should intro, like, it's not even a secret.
That's crazy.
It's not even a secret. I'm not saying that I'm, you know, you see he's making fun of people that are actually taking the craft serious. Like, the person, I get it. Like, some people don't like the old, like, the more refined sound of hip hop. You know what I mean? Some people prefer the modern day hip hop. And then some people prefer trash. I'm just saying, people actually, some people that, that listen to nonsense, but then the people that actually like know the good sound and actually trying to achieve that, what Casper Nyovest, they cooking us, they calling us for MSIM keys, you know what I mean? Meanwhile, bro, like we actually, niggas, like we actually fucking trying. We trying to keep a genre that most people consider dead. We're trying to keep it alive. You know what I mean? Like, shout out to people like Brother Cooper and all of those people. Like, I don't know. I just feel like when it comes to that kind of conversation, the people that were supposed to basically put us on game never did. You know what I mean? The people that were putting us on game passed away. Ricky and AKA.
the niggas that were actually
advocating for the next generation. They passed away and they left us with their homeboys as selfish as fuck.
I think that's actually like a common occurrence. I'm not too sure if this also applies, but like, you know, someone was talking about, you know, the whole big three conversation between Kendrick Cole and, you know, Drake. I think it's recently Spotify had this whole thing where like you can vote for who the next big three is gonna be. You know what I mean? And and like a lot of people, well, it like mixed reception. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people are like, the options are whack. You know what I mean? But also some other people were like, the people who were supposed to be in our big three now, they got assassinated. Like they got killed. You know what I mean? So the people that were literally carrying that flag, that flame, they ended up not existing anymore. So it's like, where do we go now? Do we stick with our current, you know, government? What's going on? The people that are running things?
However you want to put it, coming live to your screens. I'm coming to save your thought. I'm coming.
But we need that though. We need that. Like another homie of mine, shout out to you, Ozo Static. You know, you're making really good music. And we had this conversation and he's like, he genuinely wants to make an album now. Like he wants to go into the studio and like, it also reminded me of a conversation we had. You know, when you were playing me some of your unreleased. This nigga's about to like, I don't know, man. We need to hear something. But like, you know, his whole thing of like, I want to get into the studio, you know what I mean? I want to like get actual productions going on, you know what I mean? Because he feels like, well, a lot of us feel this way, to say like, let's say hip hop right now, it's at a very weird stage. You know what I mean? Like we already got the cosign from the States, guys. We already got Universal like peeping in to see who could be like the next signee and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Nasty gave us that platform to be like, also niggas in SA can rap. You know what I mean?
And the thing is, even with Nasty C, I feel like a certain effort from us as South Africans, dog. I feel like we have to then stand up and actually go buy Nasty C's music. That guy has kept us entertained for many years. And for him to like go onto the internet and be like, yo, like, how do I say? For him to then come back and be like, yo, man's just that.
Yo.
This nigga though.
Luigi just like walked into the building, by the way.
Luigi Wolf is in the building.
Producer, should we take a break or? All right, guys, we'll be back with some more talks, conversations, and laughs.
Know what's going on?
Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the final resting place of niggas who just got shot. Don't worry about it. We still we still alive. We still alive. We're the ones doing the shooting. We're the ones doing the shooting. No. We just had to take a quick break. You know what I mean? Get our guest acquainted seated. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, Luigi, my brother, please introduce yourself to the people that home.
Okay, guys. My name is Luigi. I go by Luigi. Always been Wolfie. Catch me on Instagram.
So, we didn't actually get that far, ne? We're just talking about, music, our economy and all that stuff. But I just want to know, like, you know what I'm saying? Luis over here did explain that y'all been friends for a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How's that been? Because I know this nigga's a crazy motherfucker, bro. Like,
Oh man, like it's been a roller coaster, man. I won't lie, man. Like my best friend, my brother, been through thick and thin.
yeah.
Can fight, can anything, man. Like, but still take it through.
Nah, that's probably,
Yeah,
you know, one thing that I do miss about my friendships from like primary is the brawls, bro. Like the squabbling, dog. Like, I don't know when last time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I love my niggas, but every time we argue,
Yeah.
every time we argue, it's like this point of like, yo, Joyaz, I wanna bamba you.
I know, mood.
Nah,
We always like sort it out.
Yeah, we
somehow,
always sort it out, man. Like
yeah.
we never crash out in front of people.
True.
When you crash out, we'd rather like crash out just between us.
Between us,
And when we
yeah.
fight, like it's not like a squabble, like an actual fight.
Yeah.
We like can argue and back and forth.
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be, come to a disagreement, whatever.
Yeah.
I like can wake up the next morning and be like, yo, bro, last night
Yeah.
party.
Yeah.
And then we
Like
talk
this
it
nigga
through.
this nigga last week. This nigga. I told him, I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm mad right now. I'm drunk right now. We'll deal with it in the morning because I don't want to crash out. Okay, but like, yeah, so me and my boy Fede, I could say that he's one of the realest niggas alive. You know what I mean? So he's been there for me when things are the toughest. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? When things are like up and down, it was just like, yeah, that's a mess. So with that being said, remember like we were saying, it just depends on your crew, bro.
True.
It just depends on your crew. Some people, they come across people come and go. They believe,
Yeah.
okay, that's what happens and it's okay with them. And it's not a trait. Because really some people do come and go.
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
But then it just depends on who's closest and who understands you the most. Yeah.
Now, it's important to have friends that, keep you in check. You know what I'm saying? I feel like something that we long left, but some people feel like they still want to hold on to it, is like breaking up friend groups over like the tiniest thing.
Yeah.
Like, niggas will tell you, nah, bro, you ain't rocking that new Puma bag, dog. Hide it, dog. Hide it, bro. One side. Dog. And it's so
That's
petty,
some primary
dog,
school
bro.
stuff,
Primary
dog.
school shit, bro.
It's like, yeah, you lost in the race. You can't be with us, dog. Stay.
But one of the questions that I had, or basically a talking point was like, what do you guys think about like, money habits that, people don't talk about? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like overspending is like an easy thing and saving is obviously the toughest thing in the world, bro.
I just feel like, Joe, there's a culture that goes on here in South Africa that nobody talks about. And it's actually part of the fintech that I've been working on.
Okay.
It's like people always tell themselves that, when month end comes around, we have to blow. We always have to blow. It's always the thing. And the thing is, with basically what my fintech is I'm gonna launch it soon. Hopefully, we're gonna be able to chop that up another episode. But then, it basically expresses that niggas, there's no need for you to go crazy with money.
Yeah.
There's literally no need for you to go crazy with money. Like, you worked for that money, dog. You know what I mean? And if you're gonna go around humble and stuff like that, so you just actually you asking for it.
That's how niggas live paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
Because like, and it actually relates to what you're saying with the circle of friends, because you'll find with it when you're sevenza, but now I'm at home, but I'm like waiting for you every month, and I'm like, hey Joe, bro, like crazy story, like I'm not even gonna say names or anything. My producer's gonna crucify me and shit. But like, I'm chilling. I'm chilling with the homie of mine, and he gets a call. Hey, as this call is going on, you can see his face is like, yeah, Shabana, dog. Like you can see that, man, this man's is not happy with what's going on. As soon as he drops the phone, I'm like, hey, dog, what is that all about? He's like, nah, bro, this guy's telling me, hey, he's got a Habli, so I must Uber him from where he is to come this side, and then we must buy bottles. I'm like, with whose cash? You know what I mean? And for me, that was like a first time experience thing. For him, it seemed as though like it was a recurring thing. You know what I mean? So you find homies like that, bruh. You find homies that are waiting for you to get paid. Like,
No. I feel like in that instance, right? Like if you're gonna be waiting, like if you're gonna like look at niggas' pocket whenever like something good happens with them, and like I feel like that's wrong because like that it's not friendship.
nah.
That's like you pocket watching. That's like you waiting for the next whatever, a vibe basically. Waiting for a vibe basically from them. It's not a matter of like, yo, let's just kick
You
it.
creating the
Yeah,
vibe,
you creating the vibe.
Without
It's
you,
always-
it's stagnant.
Exactly.
That nigga's gonna cry alone one day. One day, eyes gonna cry alone. What did you say he did? He must Uber. He must box. He must buy the bottle.
Bro, and then
You must bring
obviously
food.
at the end of the night, we gotta take him home. You know what I'm saying?
And then how many niggas is he Ubering and shit? Like,
Bro, you know what niggas, bro, like, I don't know if this is an occurrence with all the niggas, but
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know, when like, at some point, maybe you hosting,
yes.
you hosting,
Hmm.
and I'm like, I'ma pull up. Then when I pull up, gang, squad deep, bro, like 8 niggas in. Now you mangaling, why they niggas?
I tell
mean,
you,
no.
whoa.
You check.
At least did you have the shorties to compensate this cockfest, bro? Like what's going on? That's crazy, bro. That's insane.
On my side, you know what I mean? You all know that I don't like going out that much, but when I am invited someplace, I at least do some, bro. I make sure that the brass stand is occupied, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like, niggas are eating, I contribute, I put something to the table.
Yeah, it's true.
Some niggas, they pull up, bro. They want to chow, and then at the end of the day, they want to fight niggas, bro. It's like, why?
So I was even telling these niggas about that same crash out that night where people were crashing out over women and over, bro.
Yo,
Dog. I don't
Stories.
even understand. Like at the end of the day, Joe, we niggas, you know what I mean? You're supposed to be able to check yourself. You shouldn't be able to be like, hey, dog, come on, bro. You can't be bringing so many niggas. You know that, you know what I mean? Or you come here broke.
Where you going?
Where you going?
the house.
Yeah,
stay
stay at the
home.
house,
Just not
bro.
a bad
Like,
age, bro.
now you're gonna cramp our style and all of
true.
that, and you're gonna be demanding things that you didn't even take out a cent.
Yeah,
It's-
Joe, we
it's
make you
like-
as boy Spas. Tell you, Joe, go to Spa, go buy us 1, 2, 3. Go to McDonald's, go buy 1, 2, 3. Go buy. Hey, Joe, yeah, straight up, Joe. I just feel like
It's like that conversation or that point you were making about like the women, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to drag them into this, you know what I'm saying? But in the party
it's-
lifestyle, there's always that one girl who, you know, she's, yay, goalkeeper, prison warden.
yeah, buddy.
She makes sure, good, yeah, her friends are fed, everyone else is fed. He's too afterwards. Nothing else, you know? But before all of that, we were also talking about, you know, success and happiness, you know.
Sure.
Luis did point out that when it comes to success and happiness, a guy should have his or her own definition, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether it's like in your business, in your family and stuff like that. So I sort of wanted to like extend that into a question of like, you know, discipline versus motivation. Because, you know, there's really a clear difference. You'll
Yeah.
find that today you're not motivated to do nothing. You don't want to wake up. You don't want to, you know what I mean?
Sure.
But then you have that that other person on the other side of the coin who has that discipline of like, you know what, I don't feel like doing shit today, but I'm going to wake up and at least get something done. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So has there been a moment like that for y'all? Have y'all ever reached a point where it's like, okay, now I got to work on this no matter how much I feel, you know? Or how bad I feel rather. You know, has there ever been a moment? Because I know y'all be, you know, taking shots, y'all be out here doing photo shoots and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And being a part of this production company, I know that setting up and moving from place to place is tiring. You know what I mean? Like you wake up someday like, we gotta go where?
Yeah, that was me last night. I was like, yeah. So
you know, but what is it like for y'all to like, you know, just wake up telling yourself that, nah, I want to get this done?
can I be honest with you? I feel like it's just you know, you've from speaking from my side, like I was plunged into like a hectic amount of pressure. You know what I mean? a hectic amount of pressure. And it's because like, I had to like maintain a house, I had to maintain everything,
Yeah.
And I don't believe that at the time when I got everything that I was ready for it. You know what I mean? But I had to then teach myself how to be ready for it. You know what I mean? And then also teach myself to stand up and actually be a man in that. You know what I mean? So that pressure for me is the reason why I wake up every morning and say, you know what, I have to do this shit. Because at the end of the day, no one is coming to save me. You know what I mean? And with that being said, like, for me, waking up and doing all of these things and being able to do them, for me, I feel like it's a blessing because we prayed for stuff like some of us never, like, we did get into corporate jobs. Some of us, like, did get, like, get stuck on the block at a certain point. And then at a certain point, was dabbling in, like, some illegal stuff. You know what I mean? So I did a lot of things to try and become successful in my own right. But at the time when shit changed, I wasn't really, like, all of that shit didn't matter. And I had to build something solid that no one can take away from.
True. Allegedly, by the way, you didn't do shit illegally. You allegedly did shit illegally.
Allegedly.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
on your side, Luigi, like, which side do you mostly fall on when it comes to, like, how can I say, let's say you have a shoot, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Do you fall mostly on the, nah, I need to feel right? Or do you fall mostly on the, nah, let me get it?
Now, let me get it. Because I feel like with me, because I'm creative, right?
Yeah.
And most of the time, I kind of like box myself in certain things and I'm in my own world. So when it comes a time like a person says, yo, we have a photo shoot or something, I grab that moment, like I grab that opportunity with both hands, because like I'll never know what might happen. What if the guy that I'm working with might open doors for me with the next guy, So I try my best to be optimistic, be positive, even though like I feel down, because most of the time, like I suffer. I don't like talking about this, but like, I go through my own things,
Okay.
and sometimes I feel like, yo, is
It's
it
a
really worth
drag,
it? Like, is it really worth it? Like, I also was looking at like my environment and everything. I'm like, yo, shit, am I actually gonna make it? Looking at the people around me and what's going on, and I'm thinking, yo, I'm at this age and I'm this and I'm this and I'm this and I haven't, So with me, it's just being optimistic, just pushing every single day, either with like my drawings, with my designs, whatever the case may be, just push it, give it 100%.
And he's also a designer. This guy sounds himself short. He designs
I design, I draw, I write poetry, I do so many things.
Nah, we're sitting with a group of creatives here. You know, it's not to not only just have a good friend, but someone who's like-minded.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know what I mean? Yeah.
That's low-key a blessing too.
From my experience, I'll just touch on what you were saying, to say like when you come into something, you don't really know how to manage it.
Yeah.
That was me with Span.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like my first job I got into, I was like, yo, a nigga's making cash now. Like this is, I've never, but have you ever bought like, I'm saying like, hey, Joe, you go out, you're buying steers, spur, snacks, and you feel like, you know what, month end is coming, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wasn't ready for that. You know what I'm saying? It took me like by the third, fourth month when I realized that, yo, dude, I actually haven't bought myself next.
Anything, yeah.
I actually haven't got myself nothing. Like all these receipts are in the same bin with everything that I bought, bro. Like it's that bad.
Yeah.
So for
like
me,
that's a real perspective.
bro. So for me, the discipline, it definitely lies on the financial side. You know what I mean? Like there's certain things that take away your cash, then there's other things that put in more cash. You know what I mean? But also what's interesting,
I also feel you on that one, like when you're not used to coming across a certain
amount of money,
yeah,
you can literally become stupid with it.
True.
You know what I mean? You have to just have a certain level of discipline within yourself.
Like it's like the child actors.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, child actors were getting paid.
Yeah,
stupid amount of money.
When we became teenagers or young adults,
same time.
alcoholic.
Same
blah,
time,
blah,
bro.
blah. You
And
know
like,
what I mean?
it doesn't surprise me because like you are in the heart of where all these things are, bro. Like drugs, like the trafficking, like all these weird things going on. Like, of course, you're gonna get influenced at some point.
But then you feel like, okay, my question is, do you feel like, hey guys, do you feel like they be trafficking people in the clubs and shit like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
In the clubs, that's a definite. That one is a definite. I feel like it's also like, okay, not to sound suspicious, man. Fuck, but it's easy. You know what I mean?
It's easy.
I mean, there's trafficking, prostitution, all of those things that are happening in clubs.
Okay, but then I feel like prostitution is chance, but then that's what's happening in modern day, Joe. Look, as everything's transactional, we can't be calling every bitch a prostitute. You know what I mean? But I feel like if the person is standing on business with prostitution,
I'm not part of this podcast. Not at all, man. But with modern day Umjolo, my perspective, mine and my girl's perspective, we see it as you don't necessarily want to do what your parents have done before, which is the whole fall for love thing. Because you've seen how it's turned out for the parents. That's one aspect. Another thing is, it goes back to the social media that you guys are talking about. There's so much influence from different podcasts and channels and all of that. It's like if Cardi B is saying, don't cook, don't clean, don't do this, you take it as gospel.
take it as that.
If Beyonce is saying, would say, hey, it's your money, but be loyal to your job and your money only, you take it as the gospel.
Exactly.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, for example, with the guys, right? At least for my For You page, it's a thing of, hey, dude, the John Cena, the big three, hustle, loyalty, respect, work hard, all these things. I take that as gospel because I'm like, that makes sense.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
So the ladies, not all of you, but a very large number. You see, a very large number.
And you,
I'm trying, dude. It's a very large number. Like they go and they see these things, and to them it makes perfect sense. You see,
True.
And also, I hate to say this, but modern feminism has really fucked them
feminism
over.
is.
Hey, dude, my thing is now.
No, dog. They be fighting for things that are so okay. My thing is, I'm not okay. I'm not being misogynistic or anything, but this feminism movement, dog.
I have an answer for it. I just don't know if it's accurate. Ladies, don't shoot me. I'm behind the camera. Nah, I think it's it got to a point where it's like eradicate the masculine man completely.
Completely. It's gotten to the point where niggas should even be ashamed to say I'm
You're
a man.
Yeah, you get me.
But the nigga says I'm a man, and they be like, oh.
Indoor, the this and this.
Niggas.
And now,
real,
like I was having a conversation like with my girl as well, and I was saying with her, like, it's very easy to be on the other side and say a man should do this, until you've been in a man's shoes. It's a completely different world. I keep reminding.
I'm saying the girls that are successful, the girls that know how, like, how do I say, the successful girlies that know what it takes to become a successful businessman or a successful businesswoman. They don't be talking that shit.
Nah, because they see
Because they know what's going on in that world. They know that, okay, like in a man's world, dog, he has a fucking thing.
It's tough.
It's a real thing to become that guy or that woman. Those the girls that are in that league, they don't talk on that stuff.
Because like my thing is, I've met like a few of them. Their eyes have opened.
Yeah.
And it's a thing of like, yes, as women, we go through X, Y, and Z. 1,000%. But even men come with their own problems. Like you see, I was explaining to my girl saying that you go through period pains. Me, I must solve every single issue in the world. You come to me with problems. Parents come to me with problems. Siblings, this person, that person.
Exactly.
You see?
Yeah, that's real.
Whereas with you, when they come to you with issues, you don't have to solve too many things as compared to me. But that's my situation and mine alone. I can't speak for everyone else.
That's true. You feel it, dog. That's the real. You feel it? That's dope insight. Dog.
Yeah, we just had to get some wisdom, you know, from our producer.
Yeah,
But yeah, I don't know how much time do we have left. If
Okay. We still got time.
Yeah. So no. Can I just go back to what Luigi was saying? You know, with the whole thing of hey, you're getting into, this age. Now you gotta show up, you gotta represent, you gotta look that age, look that part. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's really pressuring us as young adults. You know what I mean? I mean, like, when the generation before us had to do it, economy was up. Like, a liter of petrol was like $7.
Joe, not even 7, it's like 5 rand, Joe.
Imagine
Hey,
that,
niggas,
bro.
come on.
Now for us, it's like, yo, dog, if you have
So,
your hand here and she's like,
apparently, analytics is saying that in like April, when is it? April or May, it's going to be at 28 rand.
Yo.
Imagine, dog. Per liter, dog. And then you have to.
I don't know how far the podcast can go after hearing that.
Shout out to
I know
Cyril
niggas from
Ramaphosa
Fab.
for making us broke, for emptying our pockets and because I don't know why he's making it. Okay, my question is, nigga, hey, like before we go any further, I just wanna ask, why is things getting more expensive but the currency is still the same?
Still the same. That's a tough one.
Because if things are getting more expensive, then shit, you're supposed to be paying some debts, right? You should be covering some costs.
I just feel like we're paying off debts at this point.
Yeah, you're living to pay.
We're just living to pay off debts of other countries or whatever the case may be.
No, it's crazy because even when
Okay, so I don't have an answer for your question in particular.
Okay.
But I do have something that can jog your brain a bit. When Zuma was president, right, the amount of debt that we had in the country, he paid it off. He managed to do it, which is the shocking part. Despite him stealing all the money in the country, he actually managed to pay off our debt. It got fucked up when we borrowed the 500 billion rand from the World Bank. That's where it got fucked up.
Then why did we borrow that money?
No, listen. At the time, remember, it was COVID.
Oh,
it was supposed to be for a relief fund for people that don't have as much money as the rest of the other country. You get me? But now, because greed and politics came in the way, it got swept away. I mean, 500 billion rand. If you saw that amount of money, you would think about it like, who's going to notice 20 million?
Nah, niggas.
And now listen, now multiple people are like, who's going to notice 20 million? Who's going to notice 100 million?
Exactly.
And then slowly over time, what the country gets, like, let's say, I'm not saying these are like concrete factual numbers. The country, let's say, gets 500 million for the entire country. That's not enough.
That's like a drop in the ocean.
For 64 million people. Plus the ones who came over illegally. Not throwing any shade, but them as well. It's not enough for them. Right? So now it's a thing of, for us to cover this debt, we have to raise the taxes so we can make more money through taxes to pay off the debt.
I feel like if that's the case, there's many ways to look at it. There's many parts to dip it. As South Africa, though, right? Most people know this, and it's not a secret that we are actually like one of the best countries in Africa, right? So why are we the best? We're the best at sports. We're the best at this. We're the best at that. We're the best at this. And then on top of that, we have minerals. We have like infrastructure better than most countries, even though it's getting dilapidated. It's still better than most countries. You know what I mean? And so, how do we feel like we must raise taxes when we have so many minerals?
The problem is that we don't own those minerals. Those are owned by people outside the country.
They're not necessarily owned by them.
It kind of is. Like,
they own the mines.
Yeah, sure.
They own the mines. It's cool.
Yeah, sure. They don't own what you call this, the actual tangible material. Yes, but they own the infrastructure to extract that material.
Exactly.
And besides, let's say you, the South African, who say, daughter, this isn't yours. Go there and try to start them, see what happens.
But that's my thing. My thing is, you hear me out, right?
Sure.
Now, you see, you mentioning the companies that own those infrastructure. Recently, they said that Anglo America was planning to go to Canada. So what do you say? So are we supposed to be happy with the fact that they're going to take our minerals and go refine them in another country?
Okay. As a South African, no, I'm not going to be happy about that.
Exactly.
But in a realistic perspective, me as umuntu, what am I supposed to do about that?
You know what you're supposed to do about it? Can you do? You're not like a character. If anything, he got me. What can you
What
do
can we
about
do?
it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's say
feel
even
like
if
the only way to-
even if I rallied the entire country, what sort of change can I make to be like, fuck Nina, dog. This was found by our ancestors. You guys were
Yeah.
lucky to get this shit.
Yeah.
So you know what? All that other gold and silver and diamonds that you extracted, we want payment for that.
Yeah.
And the shit that you're extracting now, you gotta pay triple for that. How do I
Exactly.
get the whole country to be like, yeah.
The only thing that we need to do in that case is that, like, the problem is that whenever we discover gold, whenever we discover diamonds, most people never know what to do with it, so they contact Anglo American, or they contact Mutsepe with the rainbow. I don't know what is a rainbow or whatnot. Yeah. And Mutsepe, I feel like he's trying to get richer and richer. He's not trying to do like the whole philanthropy thing. And yeah, you know
If
what I
my
mean?
pockets can get fatter,
Better
fuck
than-
you.
You know what I mean?
No, really, dude.
Yeah, so
if my
but then,
pockets can
yeah,
get fatter,
that-
fuck you then, bro.
That then shows you what's going on right now. That these leaders that are calling us incompetent, that are calling us lazy, that we this and that, what did they teach us?
Because they're the ones in charge
Because
now.
they're the ones
We're
that are in
learning from
charge.
them,
And we're looking at
more or
them. What are
less.
they teaching us? You know what I mean? So I feel like it's always the individual who has to decide to be the difference.
Okay.
Literally.
Then let me pose a question to you. From a realistic perspective, let's say I say, okay, here's the problem that we just mentioned now.
Yeah.
What are the realistic steps to take to resolve this, or to at least get some form of change?
Some form of change.
Mm.
People should stop looking at parties and actually create a movement on the street. Something that's not going to be taken away by, let's just say, the leader gets assassinated.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Something closer to Black Panther, ECE, like Black Consciousness movements and stuff like that. Those are movements that were not parties. Those are movements that are only there to designed to benefit the people who are most disadvantaged.
Mm.
And the truth is, as South Africans, bro, you shouldn't look at each other like different cultures and etc. and even races. You're not in the opportunity, you're not in the place as a country to decide that, okay, I don't like
It's
that
us
guy
versus
because
them.
he's a Pura. I don't like that guy because he's Zulu. I don't like, because guys, if we keep putting ourselves in this tribalistic mindset,
We're not gonna get in.
we're not going to get anywhere.
Honestly, agreed.
Yeah, and that's step number one. Once step number two, from that position, step number two, I'd say, would be that same movement create banks, and not banks that are owned officially and stuff like that, like something of a stock market that, like, all the Black owned companies publicize the companies, and then everyone who's Black or in the townships and etc. make the investment.
So like a separate stock exchange, but strictly for Black businesses
Yeah.
or independent businesses.
Yeah.
But who's to say that won't get corrupted?
Even if the thing is, those type of markets are corrupt as rich as is. But then the thing is, those markets are corrupt to try and make money for the people that are there.
So my question again is, who's to say that this Black independent Wall Street will not end up the same way?
The same way. It just depends on who's running the Wall Street. You see, it's like, you have to look at it like this. You see, most of the politicians that are in power right now, they grew up broke. Bro. I'm not even gonna lie. They grew up in a basket.
Wait, before we continue, let's just take a quick ad break and then we'll dive back in.
You like shooting? You like niggas? Cause me, I shoot niggas, nigga. I'm joking. Guys, the fuck is going on, man? Y'all out here liking the videos, you wanna follow, you wanna come on, but you don't wanna subscribe. The fuck? Well, there not enough girls for you? There not enough conversations for you? What? You bored at home? Come through, but at the same time, like and subscribe. That's it. Bye.
once again. I know you guys can't see me, but Psychotic Jimmy in the back. We got the Wolves, you know, the
And
OGs.
if you don't know, now you know, nigga.
Nah, you can tell these niggas been together a while, man. Like, you know what I mean? It's actually hard to have, like I keep saying, that circle of friends where y'all been like friends for a minute, bro. Because you end up upgrading from just homies, bro. Y'all are brothers, you know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. I mean, I don't know that many niggas. If I can pick up the phone and be like, I'm at a shootout, pull up. I don't know that many niggas that would wake up like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, nigga will get up in his fucking get up in his underwear like on something like hey, my boy.
No, but
Yeah.
I'm also saying this because one of my homies, he went through like a breakup, you know?
Yeah.
And it was sad, Fontana. Oh, it was sad, you know.
Yeah.
But his homies were there, you know what I mean? And he told me this crazy story. He's like, the Han ended up coming back to fetch her stuff, ne?
Yeah.
And she didn't know the niggas were in the crib.
Yeah.
So when she came in, she started fucking this nigga. Yeah, Vele, this is why I'm leaving you. And the gents woke out same time. They're like, hey,
hey. Oh, boy, I'm gonna take your stuff and fire you.
Hey, bruh. Hey,
That's some real niggas, though.
It was crazy. But like, as a gent, you know, especially in this economy, bro, like, what I wanted to touch on before the break was, you know, that whole pressure of having to move quickly. I feel like that saying, that haste makes waste, you know what I mean? Like, if you're moving too quick, you're going to miss out on things that could have nicely set you up to, you know, the position that you wanted to be in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. One of my questions was like, do y'all have like any methods, ways to like slow things down? This could be like on a mental plane, you know, just even physical, you know, telling yourself, Guti, hey man, even though this week wasn't so good, I pushed. I still did something. Let me relax nyana.
Shout out to Kenna Africa. Keeps a nigga holding, you know. I'm just kidding.
You know what I mean?
I do have a way to like chill and stuff, you know. I always tell myself not to, like when I feel a certain level of fatigue, I go the extra mile. But then if I can feel that okay, now I need to relax, I just chill, dog. Find a book to read or maybe watch a movie and chill, dog, and just be here, dog. Like basically I prefer to just chill, dog, when it's like that. I don't put too much pressure on my heart because, you know, like you said, with the haste thing, in the Bible it says haste brings poverty. So like if you rushing things, you know what I mean, and you doing things at a poor level just to get it done, like you're just gonna
speed running it. Yeah.
That's the standard that you're gonna set for your life.
Yeah. I don't know. On my side, I mean, you know, reading books it's also now. I've taken a break from watching movies low key because I feel like Hollywood is weird as shit. Y'all be putting some weird things on
getting
TV,
crazy,
bro. Like, you know, niggas be rocking up to my room these days and I'm like watching a sermon, bro. Like I'm in my church bag now and it's like, hey guys, it's weird out there, you know?
But then Fede, that's a good thing, spiritual upliftment.
True. Yeah, true.
That's like, I feel like church is important.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I go to church all the time, but I pray every day and I read the Bible, so I'd like to believe that I'm close to God. Yeah.
Luigi, on your side, do you have anything like during your leisure time, you know, do you maybe fix yourself a little drink, you know, sip a little? In fact, let me even be honest. I see you jogging, man. I see you posting and stuff, you know, keeping that fitness up.
Most of the time, I basically like jog, work out. Most of that's basically on a daily basis, you know, like I work out like a single day. Never miss a day. So,
hey, you and our producer could squabble, man. You know what I'm saying? Just a sparring session.
That's my time out.
Yeah.
You know, especially when I'm going through a lot and I can't seem to figure out a way to kind of harm myself. Like I just hit gym, you know, get about my problems, you know, smoke a little here and there. But then, yeah, man, I also like to draw, right? But just to put all my emotions and all of that into something,
you
know. And yeah,
I feel like, especially with gym, a lot of, I would say, women don't understand it, but there's also gym baddies out here, they be working out and stuff, and they will
Fine as
tell
hell
you
too, yo.
that it's therapeutic, eh?
yeah.
You don't have to say, yo, them jump at it.
Hey, bro, like you might be going through the worst, but immediately when you pick up those weights, you start lifting.
Yeah, that's
After
true.
10,
dog.
15 minutes, you're out of here, bro. And you're now focused, you're like motivated to do whatever you want to do.
Nah,
So-
I won't lie. On my side, when I was working close to a gym there, I would like go to the gym just to pass time because I was like living close to the gym. Until one of the gents saw me gym, he's like, you pull up, my brother. And I'm like, what's poppin'? He's like, what you doing today? I'm like, I don't know, man. Just chilling, hanging around. He's like, nah, you doing arms today. Hey, bro, putting in that work.
yo.
And
Hey.
again, it circles back to that whole thing of having people to check you. You know what I'm saying? Because had I been working out that way continuously, I wouldn't have no gain. You know what I mean? My mindset still would be the same. In fact, I would even tear muscle instead of like, actually building it properly. You know what I mean? So it's good to have someone on your side to be like, nah, dog, I see you aiming for this. I see you going for this. Let's do it this way. Put you on game a little bit.
Like I also feel like exercise is important. Shouldn't envelop. Okay, I'm not gonna say I don't go every day like my boy, but I definitely in a week I can't say 4 days is gonna go by without me exercising. I always try every single week to put in some exercise. And yeah, to like you see the peace thing. Peace is very important, guys. Peace.
Bro, mindset wise,
mindset
like,
wise.
the whole thing of people gaslighting you, bro. Like at some point, you're just so peaceful within. With like when someone is just chatting, you just there like, hey, man.
I actually was in an yesterday, dog. Hey, guys, I was in an intervention, imagine. Yesterday.
What happened?
Hey, bro, these two shorties pulled up on me, bro. They were mad. They like, you played our best friend. Hey, so they were expecting like some form of like reaction out of me. Like, the thing is that I'm at this mindset. It's like, I'm not going to be there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be there. Because, wow, my passion. Come on.
And it is especially because like, when it comes to such altercations, like you got your friends talking for you, you know what I'm saying? Like they obviously heard one side of the story,
Yeah, but then,
I'm not trying to say you didn't do shit,
Yeah, corruption. I'm a good boy. I'm a loyal.
Lie detector test.
Yeah.
Bro. But another thing we're talking about during the break was like, a lot of the things that are affecting us now and, putting them into contrast with, during other times. So like one of the questions I actually have here is like, what are some of the struggles that, the kids today will never know that, we went through? You know what I'm saying? What's something that we went through and it died with us,
Okay,
Missing DBZ at 5 p.m., boy.
That's what I was gonna do, bro. That's what I was gonna say. Like,
niggas don't know, bro.
Like-
Imagine DBZ on a Thursday, nigga. This nigga's about to go Super Saiyan, boy. It's not playing on Friday. You gotta wait till Monday. Wow, I don't know. But then another thing, I feel like they will never have to worry about. I feel like technology has actually come far.
yeah.
Yeah, it really has come far. Back in the day, Joe, we'll tell you, Joe, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, you better be there, dog. Dog, if you ain't there, go on, boy. We leave you behind. You'll hear the stories when you get back to the hood.
Yeah, like I feel like with me, it's a thing of like the whole like between the two generations, right? Like how we had our fun and how they have their fun now.
Yeah,
Completely different.
it's totally
We were
different.
out there,
Yeah,
in the streets, doing whatever we're
crazy
doing.
shit.
And kids nowadays are just inside the house, TikTok, PlayStation, whatever the case may be, you know, and they never really outside like that, you know.
Like even the streets these days. Have you ever like driven around the streets? Like you guys
Still
like
kids
see
playing in the
kids playing and stuff. It's not like that anymore.
Not like that anymore.
Yeah, it can't be fair. But even in Kasi, dog, it's not like how it used to be with the pack. The streets would be packed, dog, with kids, dog. All of the parents knew that their kids were on that street. Now it's that type of thing where like, if he ain't home, at least he has a phone I can call him. You know what I mean?
Maravel, it is technology that is, because obviously the thinking of technology is always, how can we convenience people? You know what I mean?
Sure.
So eventually it gets to a point where we're just super comfortable, bro.
Yeah.
Like I can sit back, like a whole series can like release. I've been waiting for it, but it can drop, release, even finish, and I'll be like, nah, I'll just download it later on.
You know what I mean?
I'm saying? Back then, we had to wait.
You know, at 8 o'clock, it's about to drop. You gotta stand there,
to tell you, hey, well, the lights are on.
Yeah, you better be
we used to even know how to tell the time with the sun.
With the sun, dog.
Yeah, straight out, dog. I'm telling you, Joe, you can see the sun is there. You're like, look it up, 4 o'clock. You can tell. I
still got 30 minutes.
When you walk into the crib and you hear, you know you're in shit, rats, generations, nigga, you is
about to be dead.
And then, you know, speaking on generations, that show was so legendary, ne?
Yo.
I've never seen a show postpone a beating before. Like I'd get home, what Generations is playing, and the moms would be like, nah, let's wait for this episode to finish.
Guys, we gotta talk about how shit it has become, guys.
Is it still running?
It's still, I don't know if it's still running. There's people out there that are calling about generations. They like, the acting is so whack. It's 2%.
You see, the thing with generations back in the day, I won't lie, generations is the Rhythm City scandal.
Yo, those are the
they had
top
powerful casting.
Big trees, those niggas. I'm telling you, bro.
What do you mean, Kenneth Marshall? What you call this, David Gennaro?
We had we had Buketi,
Papela, dog, power couple.
Stanzo, Stanzo. JC, Stanzo.
And you know, just specifically to touch on that, ne, I don't really think, obviously they know, but like everything else in the country, they're just taking advantage of it. But I don't think the entertainment industries here in SA know how important it is to have good programming. You know what I mean? Things that actually, how can I say, motivate the young ones to be like, yo, I want to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to, I don't know, work the camera.
It actually is important to have a good entertainment industry. I mean, like, look at America, though. Like, you might look at Hollywood and be like, yeah, it's just for the movies and etc. But we all know, like, if you really like look deep into it, Hollywood is American propaganda, clean, straight up. Like, they make it and picture America as this perfect haven, right? The action movies, they never destroying their own country. You know what I mean? They're always going to Britain and wherever the missions and etc. And that's where they go and they blow up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't do that in
their own home country.
And then it's the same thing with the BBC. You know what I mean? They also have good ass series that make us believe that Britain is always going to be like morally aligned and stuff like that. Yeah, but we all know that London is crazy in the nighttime. You know that. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Yeah.
But I think that's also a good thing to touch on. Someone did mention to me, like, why do you think these multi-billion-dollar companies still have adverts on TV? Why do you think they still like advertise their products? It's
and
because
at the highest
know.
level. They don't do it like just mediocre. It's like the reason why South African entertainment has kind of taken a bad foot is that we're trying to do things with the most minimal equipment
effort,
and the minimal effort. Like you see when I look at this production right now, like you guys are just starting off, but look at how serious you guys are taking. You know what I mean? Because you guys are trying to do it at the highest level, and the reason why you guys are getting the traction that you are is because at the end of the day, you are doing it at the highest level. You know what I mean? Then you get people that are like, okay, I'm gonna shoot a whole movie with my phone. How, dog? We need escalators. We need lighting. We need.
I gotta be honest with you.
Yeah.
There are some people who have done that. I'm one of them.
Yeah.
And it's come out like really fucking good.
Okay.
You see,
Yeah.
I think as far as production goes now, yes, not everyone has the greatest equipment. Like you said, look at us. This is pretty okay equipment in my eyes.
Yeah.
You get me?
I see. In my eyes, it's proper. All
Thanks,
the
bro.
setup is clean. Nigga.
Thanks, bro. I've seen other production companies where they came in with like crazy cameras, your Komodo Red Dragons, your what you call the Snapdragon lights and all this crazy shit, bro. But it's just the lack of effort is where they fall short. They rely too much on the equipment instead of their own creativity.
Exactly.
Like, for example, when we go back and we edit this, we're going to be like, okay, before we can proceed, what problems are we going to face first?
Okay.
Solve out the issues. Then it's like, now we can get creative and add this and add that. And it's like, oh, we don't need to do that. Take that out.
And
see what I mean?
When you put it like that, that's also a major thing that kills South African production is the lack of effort. The just me, like, you know, I've been, me and Charles, boy, like Charles can even tell you, we've worked with some people that like felt like we doing them a favor.
Yeah.
Because this guy is literally lackluster, like he's just
No effort being
no
put.
effort being paid. It's like
You putting more work than him.
yeah, you have all the equipment, you have all the right.
It's like saying, let's say you're a photographer, right? Come to us, you're like, guys, let's work. And we're like, okay, no problem, let's work. And then when it comes to shooting and everything, now we are the ones that have to think for you.
Then throw you,
You know,
yeah.
basically like, okay, let's go there.
Let's go there.
Let's try
Let's
this.
go there. Let's go there. You know,
Instead of you saying, okay, guys, this is what I've sampled.
this is my
This is how we're
vision.
gonna go.
Yeah,
I just need you guys to just pose, do what you guys need to do, and then, you know. And now we find ourselves like, okay, no, let's go there. Let's try this.
Yeah,
This might look good. And at the end of the day, it's like, oh, so basically, who are the creators here?
yeah, true.
You know?
And it's like, also it goes back to the same thing, you know. Some, like, even in music, bro, like, it's something that we don't want to talk about, but at the end of the day, it's something that has to be addressed. At the end of the day, the producers in South Africa are not doing the most. They're not. Like, there's only a few select individuals that are going in with their whole heart. They can produce piano.
Damn, bro,
hip-hop.
even Zushi?
Yeah, Zushi. Zuchi Kotope doesn't need to prove himself. Bro.
He has already.
You know what I mean?
You know what my thing is with SA music, and I said this to you and the rest of the guys last time. I was like, you know, before 2020, you could like literally feel the soul in the music, and not just here in SA, but like worldwide.
Worldwide,
You see what I
yeah.
mean? And it's like after 2020, it's like it became generic. It's a rinse and repeat thing. For example, take Amapiano. Is it not the same beat structure over and over and
recycled.
and
That's
over?
the reason now
And
we're
then
having that conversation about piano not being the same.
trap music is the same
music.
again and again and again.
Even the beats,
and
man.
like for me, especially like as like a diehard hip hop fan, I'm like, "Ish, we hit a ceiling.
Yeah.
Where do we go from here?
I just feel like we coming.
Fella, pull up.
Coming.
Pull up, man. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
But like as far as entertainment goes, I think it's a thing of the standard has been set. The stage is already made. You just go in, come in with an idea that's good enough.
But let's not also forget gatekeepers, guys.
Gatekeepers, bro.
Yo!
There's certain individuals that don't want to see other individuals succeed
Yeah.
because
They're
feel
scared of the
they
light.
have the right to be holding on to that one specific thing.
It's like, shit, if this guy comes up, I'm screwed. Matter of fact, let's just box him in.
Yeah. But I feel like niggas are just scared of the light. Scared to be blinded by the shine.
You see it? I think it's a thing of like they're afraid to break that glass ceiling. Because as far as entertainment goes, I literally saw a video where this one guy's like, as far as hip hop goes, no, as far as music goes, we've done everything. What else is there to do? We mixed genres. We've done cross promotions. We've done everything.
Yeah.
What now?
I feel like we're
Is it?
having like the people that are like trying to sample like the olden day R&B, South African wise. Some are executing it to perfection, and some are just making it trash. And I feel like if we were to take the sampling game more serious, I feel like the hip hop would come back in full force. Dog.
My thing is now, as like a hip hop fan,
Yeah,
I'm not saying there's no artist out there who isn't skilled as far as rapping wise. They exist. I just want them to be famous, bro. That's it. Like, please, bro.
buy our music,
Like,
etc.
please, bro. Like, dude, I'm not saying our rappers are not good anymore, but damn, our rappers back in the day, whoa.
Whoa,
The
bro.
competition was tough.
The thing is, it wasn't because that was because the industry wasn't so controlled by the fans. Right now, the industry, the fans have their claws in the
there's
industry.
too much input from the fans. Yeah.
You can get cancelled for saying one wrong thing. Your whole career can come to an
Yeah,
end.
we are 43 episodes deep.
Almost as funny.
Yeah, dog. Even
Is it?
Baby Day saying that K word, and even like when you look at it, Baby Days is black. Nigga.
Bro,
So why is
He
he
more
getting
than anyone
dragged? You
can
know what I
say.
mean? So how is he getting dragged and stuff like that? You know what I mean? That's
my thing
crazy,
is,
man.
and like the thing is, I do know some artists, you guys included, that
yeah,
I'm just there like, it's you guys are sick.
yeah.
Just become famous, bro. I
I'm
need the
just
world
thinking,
to know
Fid, I
this.
feel like the only
Yo,
thing that's
dude.
okay from my side. I feel like the only thing that has held us back is just the lack of reaching the broader audience.
Mm.
Now, because I feel like we haven't reached the broader audience yet. We haven't like yet accomplished that goal.
Welcome to McNugget, baby.
And let's see, man.
Welcome to McNugget,
Shout
baby.
out,
Hopefully we
baby.
can get you there.
Yeah, bro. If you guys can get us there, you guys are gonna be like, you guys discovered the world. You guys,
Yeah.
yeah, dog.
You see?
And that's what I mean. It's like I'm not trying to gas myself up and say that I'm the best out, but one thing I can say is that I'm trying my best to make sure that I maintain the sound, the pure sound of hip hop, that the good feel of hip hop, and taking away from all the saturation from what we've been hearing and everything that we've been, you know what I mean? And my sound, even though I might be dressed like a scrish crew or whatever, what niggas wanna call it, but to me, I just want to be myself. You know what I mean? I'm always gonna be myself, and being ourselves is the most important thing on our music. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not just trying to do this to satisfy people or impress. Or, yeah. I get it that at the end of the day, you're gonna be the ones that have to listen to it. At the end, they're gonna be the consumers of it. You know what I mean? But there's like you see, like Taylor Swift. You don't listen to Taylor Swift, she still fills stadiums. Just like how he say like, you know, like.
Yeah, bro, she's filling up stadiums.
Straight up. That's my thing. That's exactly what I mean. Is that you might not like it, somebody else will.
Mhm.
That's why I'm just trying to just keep our head up and keep hustling and try to put up like the best type of sound in South Africa.
Yeah, man. Hand is over to you.
Nah, that was inspirational. Actually, I think is an important piece of putting out yourself inside the music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was episode 43. We had some good discussions. Felt like we spoke about a lot of, even off camera, we had like a lot of conversations.
Yeah.
Most definitely won't be the last time we see the Wolves,
Yeah,
the homies,
you know.
the gents,
Yeah.
but
Eastside stand up, be outside, Eastside.
nah.
Yeah,
Shout outs all
yeah.
around, especially to the new subscribers, man. Y'all definitely helped us get through that 100 subscriber mark. Shout out to y'all. I wish we knew y'all by name. But hey, it's not too late. You can jump into the comment section, just let us know what was your favorite part in the episode, let us know if you want to come on, you know what I'm saying? Don't be scared of that subscribe button. It's red, but trust me, it's very friendly.
Ish nigga.
But yeah, from our side on the production team, we're good. From the side of the guests, We all good. We'll check you guys in the next episode.
Yeah. But before we shut this shit down, I just wanted to give y'all a huge shout out. We see your work. We see what you guys are doing. You guys are hustlers, you know what I mean? Keep pushing. And eventually you guys are going to be the A-list podcast of South Africa. You know what the fuck going on. We tried to put y'all up there. Yes, sir. But yeah, guys, like and subscribe. Yeah. But fucking like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be a big one. So yeah, shout out to the producers. Shout out to the production. My boy.
Sorry for being late, by the way. Just had to,
Yeah, but yeah, so now.
Nigga.